Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programs, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So, if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Welcome to episode 57 of the Padded Cell podcast. I'm Vicky.
I'm Ryan.
And unfortunately, we haven't got Nancy today.
Yep.
It's actually 1 year since her mum passed away.
Yeah.
And she just needs a little bit of Nan's time, doesn't she?
Yeah.
A little bit of a quiet day today. And it's just me and Thee feeling a little bit rough around the edges.
Fucking destroyed.
Would you like to tell the masses, Rye, why we're rough around the edges today?
Oh, we haven't stopped, have we?
We have not stopped.
We had the big live last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we've been getting the merch ready and that, haven't we?
Yeah, and just planning stuff and everything. It's just been mad.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, over on Facey and YouTube, it was our first live stage audience event last night in our venue, Townhouse.
Yeah.
And it was a full house. We were sold out. Everybody loved it. It just felt like it was a bit of a whirlwind, really. The 2-hour show just went like that.
Yeah.
It was nuts. I was like, fuck me, it's 9 o'clock. I've only got half an hour to go. I didn't think I'd be able to talk so much for 2 hours. Jim said, I never doubted you. You talk for 2 hours? No problem at all. But it was really great. It was a great vibe, wasn't it? Everybody was there, ready and waiting to give it large, give us a support.
Yeah.
And the feedback afterwards was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was set up so smoothly and efficiently.
Yeah.
It was just like the studio at the club, weren't it? It
was brilliant. So yeah, obviously where we are now is in a studio setting, but they had to bring the studio to Townhouse last night.
Yeah.
And it was just Jacob on his own, setting everything up, taking everything down. It was like little Superman he was. And it was great. It was just like being in the studio, but in our place.
Yeah.
And it was great because we didn't have set seating, couches and all the rest of it. We had stools, we had bar stools, we had space hoppers, we had beam bags.
And people sat on tables.
Yeah, well, I had the tables set out with cushions on them. So people at the back could sit on the tables and see us. It was great. And people were actually bounced on the space hoppers at one point. Yeah. And on all the chairs and everything, we had hats, we had glasses, we had sweeties and stuff like that, moustaches. So the audience had the hats and the glasses and everything on. And I was looking around thinking it's a bit like the Rocky Horror Show. We didn't have hats and glasses on.
We didn't. We were professional. I had glasses.
Well, I was professional. You had the fucking stupid glasses on with one arm sticking out.
I was going to bring them today.
So it was brilliant to do our first live. And at the moment, I've had people saying, oh, you've got to do it again. Are you going to do it again? Yeah. At the moment, I'm still reeling from last night. Yeah. I'm still feeling the tiredness and the stress.
Yeah.
So it's a maybe, but it'll probably be a yeah.
It'll probably be a yeah.
It'll probably be a yeah that we will do it again.
It was too fun.
It was a lot of fun to only do it once. And now that all the planning has been done, did you see my sheet with all the boxes and
drawings?
Yeah, the planning. Now, but that's done now. So that's a template for next time. So it won't feel quite so bad.
Yeah.
But the stress of this time was more around for yourself, was printing the t-shirts.
It was just like the mass producing them, getting it done. But then it was also, we've got to prepare all this for Sunday. And then within the space of 8 hours, we're back in the studio.
Yeah.
It was crazy, wasn't it? It's just been a lot going on.
I don't know why I thought it was okay to do a full market day from really early in the morning yesterday.
I know.
With a 2-hour turnaround to turn the club round, turn the lounge round, get the studio set up, get us in the right brain space for a live, totally smash the live, take everything down, go to the merchandise shop to see all the fans and get photos taken, have a bit of sleep if we're lucky, and then back in the studio again.
I woke up last night 3 times for a piss.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you drink a lot?
I must have, yeah.
Wow.
I fell asleep about midnight and then 1:30, 4:30 and 7 o'clock. What the fuck? Just stop it. I'm trying to sleep.
I can catheterise, just saying.
Can you?
Yeah.
I might do that when I need a good sleep.
Okay. And you haven't got to be embarrassed. I've seen lots of willies. It's fine.
I've sent you a picture of mine after the
You have. Yeah, we actually sent me a picture of your bollock, but your willy just happened to be on it. It's in the same vicinity, funny enough.
Oh, God.
Right, so talk about t-shirts just then. We have released our own merchandise. I have got one of our t-shirts on now. I'm going to show y'all on YouTube first. So my favourite Scouse word is boss.
Boss. That's class.
Yeah. And so this had to go on a t-shirt. I'm just going to turn it around quickly on Facebook. Hang on a minute. Oh, fucking hell, I'm trapped.
Get your tits out.
There you go. So that's the full tits on Facebook.
Banned.
It's one of them days when you're just so tired you get a little bit hysterical.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of them today,
I've got one on as well, but
yeah.
I'm keeping my hoodie on because I'm fucking freezing.
So yours says the Curators of Chaos.
I love this top.
So we've actually got about 16 t-shirts already, haven't we? And we've got like
a lot of designs, yeah.
Yeah. And they've been in the making for a little while. All of them are relevant to us in some way, or the podcast or whatever. We put them on sale last night to everybody that came to the live, and they are going to be on our website, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can release this evening.
Awesome.
The website is ready, just the payment gateway side of it.
Yeah.
Getting all that secure, and so your information secure on the website and all that. Mm-hmm. So hopefully it'll be later on tonight and you can see our merch. Dead excited to see where all that goes, to be honest with you. Lots of big ideas.
Got loads to come, haven't we?
Yeah, loads and loads to come.
Yeah.
Right, so we've been on Facey for about 5 minutes, I think, Calvin, haven't we?
Yes.
So, people over on Facebook, I'm going to say ta-ra. If you want to join us on this live episode, you just need to go over to patreon.com/the Padded Cell podcast. It's just £3.50. That gets you everything for the month. And you can sign off after that, or you can carry on going. But I am going to leave you now because we need to get on with this thing, don't we? Have a great day, everybody over on Facebook.
We need to turbo it. Bye, Facebook.
Right, so
here we are.
Today, what fucking day is it, Rye?
It is.
What year is it? Oh my God, I'm just like, my head's just about to fall off.
I'm the same.
It's the 14th of October today.
It is.
It is the 14th, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And on this day, on the 14th of October, there wasn't an awful lot going on, to be honest with you.
No.
But today is National Obese Pet Awareness Day. I was clutching at straws, right? I was clutching.
To be fair, my dog's obese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's an English bulldog.
Are they
obese,
like quite
aren't they?
renowned for putting
To be fair, he's in dead good fucking shape for the breed. He's in amazing shape.
Yeah.
But I always say to him, "You fat bastard," and he hasn't got a tail. Well, they haven't really got massive tails, so he just wags his bum. He doesn't know what I'm saying to him. He just thinks I'm happy with him. Fat, smelly bastard. His farts are disgusting.
Yeah, doggy farts aren't good, are they? Does your dog know sign language?
Oh, I've never tried.
Okay, like that.
I think so.
So
He's thick though.
Thick.
Our
like dog is she's female, Luna, as you know, and she's manipulative. She's a manipulative little cow. And when Brillo was alive, she always acted like, the bimbo blonde.
Yeah.
Brillo was the smarts, and he got them both everything that they wanted, and she'd just like tag along,
Yeah.
When Brillo died, we realised that actually Luna is not stupid, and she's actually very clever.
She was topping.
So clever. She was just letting Brillo do all the work, all the asking, all the begging, and she'd just get whatever by proxy because he'd done all the work. But when he wasn't around anymore, oh no, the little fucker can beg. and she's very clever, and you can teach an old dog new tricks because she's doing things now that she never did before.
Shut up.
Yeah. But Brillo, sorry, the dog before Brillo, Jim used to have a dog called Harley, and he was deaf. But he knew when you were pissed off or like, just go away.
Yeah.
He'd go, fuck off, like that. And the dog like, and take himself away. Because he couldn't hear you saying fuck off.
Yeah.
But you'd go, fuck off. And then he goes,
go sulk.
Well, Luna's the same. We've taught her And well, Brillo, he knew. He knew pretty quickly what fuck off was. But Luna, she's a beggy little cow. Honest to God, she's terrible. And she's on medication at the moment. She's not well.
Yeah,
and the medication's making her really hungry, I think. And her appetite's terrible. She's always asking for food, begging and everything. I'm like, that Luna, fuck off. And she's like, and then just takes herself off. So she's learned sign language as well. So it's handy if she ever goes deaf, we'll just go, fuck off. Anyway, she's not a fat dog, so I don't need to be aware of the Obese Animal Awareness Day.
Do you know what I was about to say?
What?
Because obviously that was meant to be like a deaf voice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was about to say, sorry if we caused offence to any deaf listeners out there. And then I realised.
Well, they might be reading the transcript, so there you go, you've apologised.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, so about what were my filters like yesterday?
Do not repeat them.
I'm not going to repeat them. God, no, my filters are a bit on again today.
But it was the one when we were packing up at the end and you went, no fucking shit.
I know. I
said to you, you need to shut your mouth. You need to go home and go to bed.
I know. So you all know that I don't really have filters after the head injury, and it's just like age as well. I think as you get older, you just hit the fucking button, you know. But I genuinely haven't really got very many filters. I've learned to apply the filters accordingly. Ish. I mean, things slip through. I mean, I'm not filtered here, really.
The net's got big holes in it, hasn't it?
It has. But what happens is, one, if I'm pissed, or two, if I'm really tired and or stressed, the filters do not apply at all. None. So my brain doesn't take a beat. It just goes and comes out.
Yeah.
And there was one time when we were packing T-shirts yesterday.
It's bad.
It was bad. I can't say it.
Yeah, it was bad.
I can't say it. And I was just like, and I didn't have a cob on. It just fucking came out. And I actually said, that came out loud, didn't it, Rai? And he went, yeah.
Very loud.
I need to apologise when I'm tired. Sometimes things fall out my mouth and I'm not too sure whether I actually said it or whether it stayed in there. I'm really sorry that came out. And then it happened again a couple of times, didn't it?
Throughout the day, yeah.
But my filters are okay today. They're not too bad. I don't think I'm going to offend anybody. I don't think. Anyway, fat cats and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically Fat Animal Awareness Day. At first, I read something, and I was like, why is there a day? Why are we celebrating fat cats? Basically, it's all about cats, really.
Yeah.
It's not. It's raising awareness that, look, you've got a fat cat, and if you don't put it on a diet, it's going to die. Basically, this is what the day is all about. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the fattest cat ever on record. You've got a picture there, and it's called Himmy.
Oh, we got a picture of it.
We have.
Oh,
this cat is massive.
God.
Okay, so this cat is 21.3 kilos, which is just under 3.5 stone. How heavy is your little boy?
20, I think it's the same.
About 3.5 stone.
20 odd kilograms, yeah.
So basically this cat is the same age as your, is he 3 or 4?
He's 4, he's going to be 5.
Same age as your 4 or 5 year old. Age? Weight. Look at the fucking size of this. So the people that aren't watching, they're listening. It's massive. It's like he's carrying a sack of spuds.
It is.
He's got the cat under the shoulders and under the hips, and there's this big, massive belly hanging down. It's huge, right? But it lived until it was 10. It was 10, and it died of respiratory failure.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So it died in 2015 at 10 years old. I can't believe it. And that was the world record holder. And it lived in Cairns in Australia.
My God.
Yeah. So after that, there's another cat called Patches. So Calvin's going to bring up Patches.
Oh,
so right Patches. Now, I don't know why this never occurred to me.
That's how I look when I lay in bed.
What the fuck's wrong with that laugh? What was that laugh? That was a hysterically tired laugh. Right. I don't know why it's never occurred to me before. I've had cats. Yeah. I've never looked for the cat's belly button. But Patches has got this massive belly button.
Oh, yeah.
It's been stretched that much by its massive gut. Look at the size of that. I think I've actually seen another picture of Patches, and when it walks, its belly nearly touches the ground.
Oh, bless.
Poor little thing. Look at the side of his belly button now.
I know.
I don't know why it never occurred to me that, of course, cats have got belly buttons. I'm a midwife. They come out of a vagina attached to a placenta, which has got an umbilical cord, which is attached to the cat. Why didn't I think they had belly buttons? Because I've never seen it. Because I've never seen a cat fat enough to show a belly button like that. Look at the fucking size of it. Anyway, so in 2023, Patches got a new owner. The original owner obviously couldn't cope with it and wasn't really looking after it properly. Aww. So we've got another picture of Patches. And within 1 year, Patches lost £15. Can you see on the picture there? There should
a little bit, yeah.
There you go. It's not a great picture. So there's one of the cat. The one on the left-hand side is the old photo of when it was huge.
Yeah.
And then the one on the left-hand side is not as huge. It's £15.
I was going to say, yeah.
So you can see it's lost a little bit of weight, but it's actually playing now. From what I could read before, what I could gather, it was just a bit of a fat slob of a cat, and it didn't really do much, didn't really play. Had everything brought to it. But now it's playing, and it's getting round a little bit. It's losing weight. Yeah. I can't remember how old this cat is, but it's not young. This is also a cat that's been around a little while. Yeah. How they're surviving this long, I don't know. That's so there you go. So it's Fat Cat Awareness Day.
Fat Cat Day.
It's got a proper name, but it's now Fat Cat Awareness Day. Yeah. Well, little Himmy. Oh, the size of your kid. Crazy, that, isn't it?
Fucking mental.
Absolutely. Sometimes when I go to the vet, I see some animals that are a bit overweight.
Yeah.
You sometimes see Labradors, because they're quite renowned for piling on the pounds.
Yeah.
And they waddle in.
Yeah.
God love them. And you get bad hips and that, they can't exercise quite so much. And you see the other owners like tussing, like, you're like, do you know what? You don't know why this animal's overweight. Course, some of them are just built that way and waddling. Oh, Luna, as soon as she goes in the vet, she just goes straight up the scales now. She's used to it. Just straight on the scales, Lulu. Yeah. Some of them go in there, they break the bleeding scales. And have you got anything to say over on YouTube?
Tyler said Glad Patches is getting a little smaller and much healthier.
Hiya, Tyler.
Sarah P said it's a fat Hitler. I was going to say that, but the band was on the chin.
Yeah, rather than...
No.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I just realised I haven't paid for my parking. There you go, you all know I haven't paid for my parking. I might have to do like a little crowd fund to pay for me fine.
Yeah.
That'll be the second one recently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What a fucking day you're having today.
I know. It doesn't matter, it's fine. It's all going to be fine. Right, just like a little heads up, loads of you have been messaging me on Facebook. You saw my messages yesterday, didn't you? I showed you.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And Instagram. And just because of the madness of the last week of getting everything ready for the T-shirt launch, getting everything ready for Rye to print, the live last night and obviously today, I've not had chance to go and look at my messages. So for those who are waiting for me to reply, I am so sorry. I will get round to you. It's just been a mad one. I've had to prioritise. I'm really, really sorry. So we were saying last night at the live that we met somebody in Mackey's recently called Sharon.
Yes.
Okay, so for the people out there that weren't watching last night, we're going to talk about Sharon. So we're sitting there. You had a coffee. Oh, the other thing about the coffee, I ordered you a latte. And me a black... I always say latte. Is it not latte?
I don't know.
I'd say latte.
You say latte?
Latte.
What do you say, latte?
Latte.
Anyway,
I don't
ordered you a latte, got me a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And waited a little bit for it. And the guy brought it over. I let it cool for a little bit. Yeah. So we were chatting, weren't we? We were talking about the T-shirts and everything. Yeah. I had a little business meeting. And took the lid off me thing. I just went like, big slurp. Fuck it, I'd let it go cool. Oh, it was coffee. Oh, I went green, didn't I? I just went...
I didn't know what to do.
I just went and spat it back in. Thankfully, I remembered in my bag that I had a lemonade. Fresh. I went like, shh, glug, 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 glug.
I thought you were going to be sick.
Gargling and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. I mean, I've tried coffee loads because I love the smell, hate the taste. But I believe the McDonald's coffee is quite strong compared to as coffees go.
Yeah.
So I took a big swig of a strong McDonald's coffee and my life flashed before me momentarily. It was horrible.
Because it was doing a black coffee, wasn't
it? It was a black coffee.
Yeah,
Didn't even have fucking milk in it. Big swig. Oh, dear me. It was horrible. Anyway.
Probably would have been Obese if it had milk in it for you.
Well, yeah, I suppose it would have been. Yeah, anyway. So I'm sitting there having my cup of tea. You're opposite me there. I've got the back to the rest of Mackey's. Mm-hmm. And we're chatting. And this person, like creeping Jesus, came up behind me. I didn't know she was there. Ryan's looking right at me. And then for a second, I'm looking at the camera. He just went to the side. So I knew somebody was there.
Yeah.
So I went like that. I went, fucking tea. And he swilled this poor woman with a cup of tea. Thankfully, I didn't. My reaction was like, oh, keep
I know
all
you
the
didn't
tea.
spill a drop.
I didn't, no. I eventually got my cup of tea that I wanted. And she was lovely.
So nice, weren't she?
And she just
So
said,
nice.
I just wanted to come over and say hello. And I'm not going to say too much, but she said she'd had a really bad year, hadn't she? Her sister had died.
Yeah, bad year.
Really bad year. And she said, when I'm having a bad day, I just put an episode on the Versatile podcast and you guys cheer me up. Yeah. And she'd have had some really rough days lately, really rough, and didn't know I was going to get through them. I've just stuck a podcast on and she'd made me smile and I can just get on with my day a little bit.
Yeah.
And she was just so lovely and she teared up a little bit, didn't she?
Yeah.
I went, can I give you the hug, Sharon? She went, yeah. And we had a big hug in Mackey's, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then she went on a little merry way. So I just said to her, I'll give you a little mention. So Sharon, thank you so, so much. And I'm glad that we can make you smile. Yeah. And things will get better, my love. They always do. So I have got my new BDSM range in front of me today. The subject that I was going to do 3 times previously, I'm going to put off again. Because it can wait. It's not like time, what's the word I'm looking for? Time sensitive. It can be done whenever. Yeah. I want to show off me things. And it's not because I'm hard selling. I'm just dead proud.
That made you look amazing.
And I just want to tell you a little bit about them and a little bit of the backstory around them and how I've come to the ideas and stuff, and a little bit about the crafter. And I know the crafter will be watching, maybe live, I'm not too sure, but if not, recorded. So I've been wanting to do my own range of toys for about, 6-7 years, something like that, on and off. COVID happened, all went out the window, and also I just couldn't find anybody that made stuff to the standard that I wanted.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that everybody out there just throws things together, but I wanted somebody that sort of made things to a good standard with good quality products, who had a good reputation, and who had the time. There's a lot of people out there that haven't got the time. Yeah. Or they're just not interested because, they're churning out stuff and doing well in their own right. Now, I met up with somebody who has been selling our venue for a little while, called Neil. His company is BDSM Wood. I've already bought something from him previously, and I've seen other people buying stuff. And it's just dead good gear. And the original one that we bought is similar to this, and I've showed it before. This is the one like the baton that fell out my bag and rolled into the road, and I had to go and chase it with buses and taxis and everything going across. It's similar to that, the original one, different wood. Actually, no, it's same wood. And I loved it, and I'm like, do you know what? I think I might have found the guy. So I approached him early this year and I said, I've got ideas for my own range. I don't suppose you fancy making this range and have a little collab? And I haven't talked about it a little bit more. He's like, hell yes.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Now, he is busy. He's very busy doing his own thing, and he does markets all over the place, as well as having like a day job. But I think this is sort of overtaken his life and it's becoming a job.
Yeah.
And I think he wants it to become a job, a proper job, full-time job eventually. So he is busy with his own range. He doesn't just do this. But we got our heads together, talked about the ideas, and he's just plucked my ideas out of my head and produced them. Now, don't get me wrong, I've sent over some drawings. You actually saw the drawing of the knife, didn't you?
I did.
And he's basically made the knife exactly as I'd drawn it out, hasn't he? The other things, we've sort of gone backwards and forwards with the ideas. They're not exactly, but we've like changed a few things based on the design and the colours and stuff like that. But I'm really pleased, and I just want to talk a little bit about each of the pieces. But while I'm here, I just want to say a massive thank you, Neil, for bearing with me, for running with me crazy ideas. I know some of them have blown your mind a little bit, especially the colour aspect of it. But I really, really appreciate you, mate, running with it and producing outstanding pieces. And for everybody else, just so you know, these pieces are not ready and waiting made. Because of the standard that I want them to be perfect. They represent me at the end of the day, not just Neil. His own products are outstanding, but they represent me, my reputation as a dominatrix over the years. And because they've started here, I want them to be physically as good as they are here in the real world. And for that reason, Neil is not making a batch of them. He's making them as the orders come in. So you get a really nicely finished piece that's perfect, lovingly made. It'll be presented to you. Did you see the bags?
No, I didn't.
They come in amazing bags. So they've got like a black velvety type finish on one side, and a green padded side. It's like a padded cell thing on the other side, lime green. Oh, I'm so made up with them. So they've all got bags that you can go into and everything. Now, all the range is purple heart wood. It's not like super rare, but it's not very common either. And the purple that you can see in the wood is its natural colour. So I think you can see it under the light there. I'm just going to shine it a little bit there. Beautiful purple. So that is its colour. And basically Neil will obviously sand it down and treat it. And I think he heat treats it to really bring out that purple. Yeah. And then obviously he'll wax it and coat it and stuff.
That's what I mean. I thought he'd like...
Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's not stained.
The way he's brought the colour out on them.
Yeah. It's not stained.
Really nice.
That is the wood. So these pieces are not cheap for many reasons. One, the wood is not cheap. Yeah. The elements that go into this, I'll talk to you about it in a minute, are not cheap. They are made, like I said before, as the orders come in. A lot more time is taken over them. They are completely handcrafted. So they're not cheap. But you get what you pay for with things like this. And this is going to last you for life. Yeah. So the other element to this, purple is my favourite colour. It's always been my favourite colour. And purple is the colour of kink. It is. Did you know that? Yeah. It's the colour we represent with kink. So for me, it was a natural choice to have the purple heartwood. But I also wanted it to have a little nod to the Versatile podcast. And obviously the Versatile podcast brand is green, lime green. Yeah. And after a lot of trial and error, Neil found a way to add green into the purple wood. And I don't know if you can see, I'll show you on another piece in a minute. I don't know if you can zoom in when you're editing, Calvin. But just down the side here is like a green strip. And it's carried right through, right round both sides. Right round the edge. And it's just a nice little lime and purple contrast. And this is also my favourite combination. Yeah. Me and Jim have got 2 rocking chairs. I know we sound like owl farts. But we've got like this little room out back. We sit with the dog, chill out, listen to his tunes on the record player and all that. Proper owl farts. And one of the rocking chairs is lime and one of them is purple. Oh, it's a nice little colour combo. So it's a nice little nod. It's very personal, this range. Yeah. It's very... I've thought carefully about everything, really, and the colours is one of them. So we've got this running right through the wood. Excuse me. I'm just going to show you something else. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but you can see the lime green in this flogger. And you can see in the handle, there's like a lime green that goes through the handle here as well. So those colours go right the way through. And also there's a nice little coin on every single piece. It's like in like a silver, and it says the Lady C collection, BDSMwood.com. So this is a curved paddle. Now I have got a curved paddle. It's different to this, really. It's wider and shorter. I've had it for a little while, but nobody makes them anymore. Yeah. So I'm like, right, we need to bring curved paddles back into circulation, but with my own little touch. And it's really nice because the original prototype to this, Neil gave us to have a little go at home, and Jim had a go. Now, obviously, Jim's hands are a lot bigger than mine. I've only got little hands. So the original paddle was fine for my hand. Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's great. It was a little bit thinner as well, the original paddle, not as curved around the edges, smaller handle. So I was like, yeah, Jim, have a little go with that. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's great, that isn't it? And he went, actually, do you know what? This bit here, this bit of the handle, it came down further. And when Jim held it, it that dug in.
Got you.
And he couldn't hold it for long.
Yeah.
So it was really great that Neil gave us the opportunity to give it a go because Jim could use it with his bigger hands.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. And Neil was like, fucking hell, yeah. So he's changed it now to have a longer handle. So it's good for any sex, any gender.
Yeah.
It's not too heavy either. So you can use it for a long period of time. Now, what I need to tell you about this, again, Jim's tested it out. And on me, so the curve follows the curve of me bum and the backs of my legs, and obviously yours if you're going to use it as well. But Jim found lots of different ways to use this. He's clever like that. It wasn't just for smacking my arse. Yeah, he did. He turned it round. I got a different sensation. So just that bit hit the backs of my legs, turned it round. That bit hit right across my legs and my bum. The end bit here, because the curve goes right to the end, he was reaching round and like that going on me tit. And then, right, it's not too much information because we like to share. Then I was bent over. I was out in a little zone, fucking floaty as fuck. He must have thought, she's too comfy there. Reached under my legs and just went on me clit. I said clit in a podcast, and it was mine. So that, he just went on me flaps of me clit. And it wasn't unpleasant.
Oh. Well, that's a selling point.
It wasn't unpleasant. So, the curve paddle is multifunctional. And if I was going to use this on a guy, I would also reach between the legs and go pop, 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 pop on their ball sack. So there's lots and lots of things. I'd even probably use the handle as well, to be honest with you.
I was thinking that last night, to be honest.
Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the rest of them, but if you want to look more carefully at the range, see some close-up photos, there's also some mean photos of me. Have you been on his website?
No.
We did a photo shoot last week, or the week before, last week, and there's some photos of me looking dead mean. Oh, shit, I should have sent you the photo to put on, Calvin.
Yeah.
But I didn't purposely go in to be so mean in this photo shoot, but I'm standing there like that with this baton like that. Fuck, I scared myself. I was like growling down the camera, I was. So you'll see those photos on the website. And they are available to buy. But like I say, they're not off the peg. You need about 5 or 6 weeks, I think, lead time. So if you want to do anything for Christmas, you'd need to put an order in.
You'd expect that for this sort of quality, though.
Yeah, really. I've ordered things over the years, and
Same.
it's been 5, 6, 7 weeks sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on to the Flogger. You've seen battens before, but I will talk about them. But the Flogger is something that we're both really proud of. And I know Neil won't mind me saying that was an awful lot of trial and error with the floggers, because Neil knows that floggers are my specialist subject. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people come to me, and have done for years, to give me a flogger to test if they're making them, to see if they are good enough, if they fly properly. Yeah. And if they have the right effect. And we did have a few goes at getting this right. It wasn't quite flying right. And I was giving some advice. He was going away, adjusting. We'd try it again. Right, it's not quite right. Adjust it again. Anyway, we're there. And I'm really pleased with the outcome. Like, Neil, mate, I doff my cap. You've done a smashing job, mate. So the handle, it's same wood again, and you can't really see it, I don't think, but there's like a little lime green line just follows the curve of the handle. Now we have decided that we might not put the hole in here for the little strap. Not too sure about that yet. But these, I can't tell you what material this is. It's a secret.
They feel fucking amazing.
It's nothing that you will see anywhere else on a flogger. And I'm sure somebody will cotton on eventually and copy us, but we like to be trailblazers. He wanted to try and find like a very vibrant lime green, and a different type of material that could be cleaned, that was vegan, because his partner's vegan.
Yeah.
So it's vegan friendly. And he, proud as punch, a few weeks ago, he pulled this material out of the bag with the handle on it, waiting for my reaction. And when somebody's just like, she's going to love it, and he went like that, and I went, oh, Neil, what have you found? What have you found? And I went, ooh. So just to explain, each fall feels smooth. It's got like a very light texture to it, but it's mainly quite smooth. They cut straight on the edges, and I'd say the thickness of each one is about 4 mil. There is a material on the inside. I'm not going to tell you what that is. When it hits the skin on the ends, it's very stingy.
Yeah.
If you hit the skin a little bit further up, let's say, there, it's a bit more thuddy, but it's got an after sting to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't want my range to be a beginner's range. I wanted it to be a bit more of an advanced range. I wanted it to be a range for experienced players to play around with, do a little bit of damage if they want to, but also have the option to go lighter if they wanted to and create different sensations. So this is not a beginner's set. Thank you. You can use it as a beginner, but you'd probably just use it as like your basic techniques and build up. But advanced players could use these for quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
So the Flogger, it flies beautifully when I don't know whether if I swing this, can you? If I just stand here and swing it, can it be? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to stand up and swing it because I need a wee.
I do.
Do you? Okay, so. I have actually used 2 of these at the same time in Florentines. If you don't know what like a Florentine is, it's a pattern that you make with 2 floggers. So they do fly really well as a pair. But let's just show you what. So, see the way it flies? It's very fast. Nice sound. But you can swing it slowly as well. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. And you can twist it round a figure of 8 and it doesn't fly all over the place.
It stays all together, doesn't it? Because it's quite weighty, the material as well, isn't it? It's got a nice weight to it.
So, that was the important thing. If you ever testing a flogger out at a market, swing it round. If some of these tails fly out and do their own thing, there's something gone on with the design. And when that happens, if you've got like a loose fucking tail flying around, there's a good chance when you hit somebody's back with the rest of it, the flying bits might hit round their ear, up the neck, or somewhere it shouldn't. So always try and use a flogger. So when we were designing this, it was really important that everything stayed together. It's very aerodynamic as well. It's fast as fuck, man. It's fast. Also, it's nice for sensation. I have actually, I took it out my car and it was freezing in my car. It stays quite cold.
Does it?
So nice for sensation in that sense as well. If you like to use floggers for other things, I'm not saying you should choke people, by the way, but sometimes we do a little bit of fear play and stuff like that. It feels nice and smooth, very smooth. For sensation play, when you're draping it like down people's backs and stuff, it feels quite heavy. So that's really, really nice. So basically, I am in love with this flogger. And I'm going to get another one to have a pair so I can do Florentine. I wasn't sure. Amazing. But, big selling point. Neil be like that. Come on, Vic. Remember that bit. Remember that bit. It lights up under UV.
Fuck off.
Yeah. So obviously the handle doesn't, but the falls light up under UV. So, if you get really good with it and you want to do a little bit of safe showboating, go into a room with UV or bring your own UV and fly it around under UV and you will look like a superhero.
Yeah.
So, we've got an amazing flogger which has been made with love and it fucking lights up. It's like a sabre, mate. It's like a sabre.
What more do you want?
Yeah, I mean, when I was practicing with it, I was going zoom, 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 zoom. Because I'm a child.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
And I'm going to also show you this.
This is my favourite.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
So this is a knife. Of course it's a knife. It's a wooden knife. Now, like I said before, this has been designed exactly to my drawing. Sorry, built to my drawing.
Yes.
Built, made. And I wanted a knife that was light but sturdy and had lots of different functions to it. You're like, well, what are you going to do with that?
A lot.
A lot. So you've got an edge here. This is not going to cut your skin, but it is going to feel quite rough. And on my hand, it's not too bad. On a nipple or a boob or a ball sack.
Or a neck.
I can imagine that to be a little bit brutal. But what I wanted, because I'm a bit of a cunt, I wanted the end of the knife to curve to this point here. Can you see it against my t-shirt? That's better. Yeah, look, against my t-shirt. And what this is for, basically, what I'm going to use it for, is to hook around nipples. So, yeah. Hook under ball sacks. And every man watching this is going to go, eh. I'm also going to, if they've got one, I'm going to hook the foreskin with it. Calvin's just gone, So I'm going to hook the foreskin and I can drag them by it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Or I can just grab them under the ball sack and just pull them with that.
See, I'd use that.
Yeah. Well, I think if I had a regular sub, I'd probably use this up the nose and everything. Drag them by the nose. But because I'll probably use this on lots of different people, I've got to be careful about, inserting it in places with it. I mean, I know I clean everything afterwards. I just don't want to stick it up somebody's nose, drag them around the lounge, give it a quick wipe, and then pull somebody by the foreskin. And then give it a quick wipe and then pull somebody else. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just a bit... But there's lots and lots of different things you can hit with it as well. It's quite stingy. It's not too hard. Nice little warmy-uppy thing. I think this would be quite good on boobers.
Oh,
it's a nice size. It's not too hard, nice and easy. And you can go... You get sound effects then. So it's like a slap, scrape, yank.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And a poke. You could poke with
all
the
sorts
claw.
of things. So that's the knife. And that's got the little green thing going through as well.
I love that.
Yeah. And we've got the two battens. So we've got the big and little bastard, basically. The big and little bastard. I don't know if you can see the hand. Oh, you can. Nice. So you can see the handle here. It's got the nice lime green thing going through. That line continues down the side. Look at that wood on the camera there. It's just fucking outstanding, isn't it? Look at that lime green going down the side. Okay. Those who aren't watching, this batten is about 1.5 foot long. It's probably about 5 inches wide. It's a hexagonal batten. It's got a really nice handle, which is easy to hold on to. It's like got a little bit of a shape in it, so your hand can fit into it nicely. It's got a nice sort of wider base to the handle, so it doesn't slip out your hands, because this is heavy, so it stops it slipping out your hands. Then its little counterpart, the little bastard, is basically the same, but it's just small. It's got the lime green thing. You can't see it quite so much because it's little. They are matching colours just because of the lighting in here. You can see it a bit better now. Just the lighting in here makes it look slightly different. So they're just very heavy, hitty battens, basically. The little one is nice and easy to use, especially for less experienced players, but again, you can do a little bit of damage. So, but for more experienced players, it's very dynamic. Poking, hissing, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, that is something you just stick in your bag to go to an event.
100%.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Because the thing with it is, you can either hit with the point or the flat bit. It's different sensations.
Yeah. I like to roll with them. Yeah. So if you've really whacked somebody over the bum and they're dead sensitive and you've got bruises coming up, just rolling something like that over the bruises just gives them a little aftershock.
Yeah.
I know we sound like crazy people, but you
can give it a nice
a good poke.
Good pokey.
What I like to do with things like that is get it on a bum cheek and twist it like a Chinese burn. Yeah. Now, this one is heavy, so you can't use this for like a long period of time. This is something that you bring out just to give somebody a good belt, basically. And I actually used this on you last night, didn't I, during the live? I had to use 2 hands eventually because...
It's a weighty fucker.
It's weighty. I think to give you 14 of this in the end. This one I give you 14 of.
No, I think you got 14.
Okay. I gave you a lot of one of them.
I got remember. 8. I think 8 was my most, Yeah.
So it's basically you'd use this on the bum or backs of legs, really. I think it's a bit too heavy for boobs because it's just...
You could
rib
probably
cage
roll
is
it
there.
down, like the weight would probably be nice.
A good, for rolling up and down,
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah, but it's heavy, and so when it hits, it's a boom on the arse, isn't it?
You feel it.
You feel it, and if you hit somebody really hard, they'd need to be on a cross because you'd send them into next week.
You would,
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So it's a really lovely piece of kit, and good if you want to give some maximum impact.
Yeah.
And last, just before I stop, we've got this mallet.
Love that.
The mallet boss, isn't it?
Love it.
So again, we've got the green stripe. It goes right through the handle there. We've got the Lady C thing here. We've got space for hanging. Now, this is brilliant for slapping arses.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the sound. I'd love to do it on you. Are we allowed to smack arses on live in a podcast?
Yeah.
Can I smack your arse? Is it still sore from last night?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't smack his arse.
I haven't
though.
had time to process it.
Okay, I did this. I'm quite hard last night. So when this hits, it's a really hard slap because of the surface area. There's a large surface area hitting a large surface area.
It's thick as
So
well.
yeah, so you get a really good slap from it. The sound is magnificent. I would use the whole of this to slap both butt cheeks.
Got you.
But you could reach around and just hit
Yeah,
one at
yeah,
a
yeah,
time. Also good for ball sacks, tits. Me and ball sacks, you know, honest to God. And the handle as well. Look at the shape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. From the tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Good. Yeah. You good?
yeah. So there's lots and lots of different things you can do with this. Have a little feel. It's heavy. It's not as heavy as the baton, obviously, but it's got a really nice weight.
Oh, that is so nice.
Now, the other thing I didn't tell you about the battens, the other little finishing feature, you might have noticed when I was wielding it, in the end of it is the little Lady C disc in the end of both of them. So the branding is all there as well. These are investment pieces. These are not things that you can just go on a spend and spree. I think they're ranging from like 65 up to like 130, 40, something like that. They're not cheap. They're not those expensive toys that I've seen. I've seen toys much more expensive, actually. But in my opinion, you get what you pay for, and these are going to last you forever. I've got toys that I spent a lot of money on years ago that have been handcrafted, and they are perfect. You've seen my Flogger Meister rubber red Flogger. I was there last night.
Oh, it's fucking...
I've easily had that 10, 11 years. It looks brand new.
It does.
But I spent a few quid in it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though with this range, like it's not massively stupidly overpriced.
It's not like other stuff that I've seen.
When you compare it to everything else that's out there, it's really, really well priced.
Yeah, but you know, for some people out there who are starting out, it might be a bit expensive when you start out because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
And so until you do, and you know you've honed your craft a little bit, you know what you like and that, and just hang on, and then you can select from the range when you're a bit more experienced.
But when you're at the point of having the pretty much full kit bag, you're not buying kit every week. And
No.
so you are at this point of thinking, do you know what? 80, 90 quid on a bat.
Yeah,
It's not
definitely.
that bad. So,
and I think some people have said, you know, it'll be like Christmas's, birthdays, or get a few little quid. It's like it's an investment collection.
yeah.
Now, eventually, we probably will add some extra things on because there's one thing in particular.
Ooh.
I can't say what it is. I'll tell you what it is later. And I know that Neil's been looking at lots of different designs and coming up with things, but it's we're not there at all. Yes, so we will add to it, but it's something that you're going to invest in over a period of time, and they'll be with you for life.
Yeah,
and they'll all match, and they'll all look pretty because we like our aesthetics, don't we?
We
love a bit of aesthetics.
Just a bit.
Is anybody on YouTube talking about these at all?
Yeah, Sarah P said they're going to try and get a display cabinet for their Lady C
go
collection.
away. A display cabinet, Sarah?
Yeah. So you'll have to get Neil to fabricate a display cabinet.
There you go, Neil.
Out of
if you're
purple
watching...
heartwood, please.
The purple heart. There you go. So people are asking for display cabinets, Neil.
But yeah, everyone's complimenting the range, which, you know, everyone's asking how our arses are from yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I got you a good few times with the curved one.
So we got me with the curved one last night. Oh my God, 14 goes. And you know, at first you weren't too bad.
I thought, yeah.
You were getting like one cheek and then the other, and then you just went like crack across the two, and it wasn't even full belt, and I went, "Whoo, spicy!" And then, oh my God, mate, the last one, The last one, you just went, bang!
I had to get my money's worth. Jim was watching.
Yeah, Jim was taking fucking notes, I think.
But I don't know. It's just, it feels, because I always hold the paddle like that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like, I don't know, I just feel like it braces a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that was just my wrist. Like I wasn't putting anything into it. Fucking
easy to use, isn't it? You know, to give that welly. It's maximum impact for little effort.
Because it's not dead heavy, it just glides through the wind straight to the bum.
That's what I like about the big baton as well. It just carries itself.
Yeah.
You just swing it the right direction. It does all the work.
That's what I mean.
It's brilliant.
The thing with big bats, you just aim them.
Yeah. And also the thing with this range, we like, it sounds like very narcissistic. We like to look good, don't we? And not only does it look pretty, but because they're quite sort of, they work themselves when you know what to do.
Yeah.
They make you look really good. As well. They make you look like a boss dominant. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, like I said before, as a beginner, you might find them not difficult to use, but you might not get as much out of them because you need a bit of experience to know how to use one bit of kit several different ways. Yeah. But when you are experienced, you can use something like this and people are like that, going, God, they're a bit good, aren't they? And actually it's just a kit making you look fucking brilliant.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 it is, isn't it?
Yeah. So that is the range, and the website is www.bdsmwood.com. Full range is on there. Go and have a little look. I'd love your feedback. Even if you don't buy them, just give me some feedback on what you think of them, because, you know, feedback will help any future creations down the line.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to do a dangly bit because we've done a big segment on all of this.
We've gone just a bit over.
Yeah. But I am just going to do... we didn't do our T-shirt competition. Very, very quick T-shirt competition. Very quick.
Everyone's ready. We've got 27 on. So we've all just seen the Lady C Flogger. The competition is how many falls are on the Flogger.
These are falls.
Closest wins, and you've got 1 minute.
Well, you've got enough. Yeah, a minute. Yeah. They're a little bit delayed over there, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm just going to get me Fetish Factoid up and ready, so we can get cracking with the competition. Okay. Anybody responding, yes?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm going to...
Yeah, we're fucking hella flying in now.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Because they all want one of our T-shirts.
They do.
Come on.
Yeah. No one's close yet.
Oh. Nobody close at all?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's one that's close. No one's...
Okay, give it another few seconds.
Yeah, go on. Do the Fetish Factoid and then I'll look.
Right, so do you know what... Oh, hang on a minute. Do you know what stigmatophilia is? You might be able to guess.
Eyes.
Oh, I was going to say...
Eyes?
Eyes?
Yeah, astigmatism. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where
we're going with a different type of stigmata. Stigmatophilia. So a stigmata is obviously supposedly representing where Jesus was nailed to the cross in his hands and feet. Yeah, that's a stigmata. Okay. So there's people that have said they've had a stigmata on their hands and, you know, they're blessed or they're fucking special. Anyway, no, stigmatophilia is along those lines, though. It's a sexual arousal from seeing or experiencing body modification, so piercing and tattooing. Now, I've got to admit, when I have been getting pardon?
Hannah Scott was one.
Hey, well done, Hannah. I'll just do this in a minute.
Yeah.
So, Hannah, I'm going to contact you later on today when I fucking caught up with myself. And I'll show you all the T-shirts that we've got in our range. And you can choose whatever T-shirt you want. Now, just as a little heads up, when the T-shirts go live, everybody, they are very generously sized. I've purposely only chosen a unisex range, so they're not gendered at all. Don't want a gendered range. And so the sizes are generous. And I've gone with a comfort fit, not a baggy fit, not a fitted fit. It's a comfort fit.
Really
so
nice.
it feels, there's a lot of room in it.
Mm-hmm.
They feel lovely as well. So, for instance, this is an extra small that I've got on. Just stand up. So, extra small. I would normally be a small in something like this. Yeah. So I would say size down if you're going to buy a T-shirt. So Hannah, I'm going to contact you later on, my love, and you can choose your T-shirt. We'll get it sent over to you. Right, so stigmatophilia really quick. It's something that I've experienced. I didn't get aroused by it. But what I have had when I've been getting tattooed, not pierced, hate getting pierced, is I get the whole floaty hormone thing that we get from BDSM.
Okay.
So the first 3.5 hours, I'm eating, talking away, nearly falling asleep one time. And then once I get past that point, it's like all the good hormones are like, yep, we're depleted now. And the pain hits me like a freight train. Years ago, it wasn't so bad. As I get older, once I get to 4 hours, I start really feeling it.
Same.
And normally I sit for 7 or 8 hours. I get it all blasted off in one day because I can't be arsed going back. And I struggle now towards the end. I don't like it quite so much. But I did get this release of some hormones flooding my body with all the endorphins. And I was riding high sometimes.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Getting tattooed. But some people ride high and feel a little bit horny as well.
Yeah,
a little bit horny.
Yeah.
So you can imagine like tattooists all over the place, you know, getting people off.
They must be.
Basically. I wonder if anybody gets a hard on when they're getting tattooed.
I haven't yet. So.
That's ever happened to you, please do share. But the piercing side of things, no. I don't like normal piercings are fine, but getting all like me ear piercings and all that, I get them because I think they look all right, but I don't like getting them done.
Yeah.
And my language, right, I know there's somebody that watches this. Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. Tiffany Piercings and Aesthetics on Facebook. She's based over in Prescott and does piercings and as well as other things. And the very first time she pierced me, I thought I'd be fine. And I was gabbing away, and she did this one first. Ooh. She got the needle. Right, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, you can't! Dead loud. There's people getting tattooed everywhere. Sorry about that. I was not expected to be so bad.
Is it bad?
The shock. Yeah. So the next one, I was getting 3 done. The next one was like that going fucking hell. And the second one was awful as well. Anyway, I've had more since. I hate it. So anyone that gets aroused by getting pierced, you're fucking nuts. And seriously, I'm kink shaming you. You're fucking nuts. Honestly, anyone that enjoys it, you're mad. I mean, it's very nice for you. And I'm sure you got loads of fucking piercings. That woman who's the most pierced woman in the world must have been fucking flicking a bean all the time. But not me. Not me. So that's it. Stigmatophilia is an arousal by getting tattooed and pierced.
There we go.
Basically. Right, we're sort of a little bit over, but not too bad. Not too bad today. I'm trying to keep it to time. So we're going to go.
Lots of love.
If you're binge watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, we'll see you next week. And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the Curators of Chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing the Love the Paddle podcast with your friends. Don't forget to give us a follow on our socials, maybe some 5-star reviews. And feel free to send us an email to medic@thepaddleselpodcast.co.uk or even interact with us on Facey, Insta and our other socials because we love chatting to you. Make sure you stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.